might. As we express our gratitude, we must never forget that the highest appreciation is not to utter words, but to live by them. John Fitzgerald Kennedy. Alrighty then. To ease ourselves into an easier going portion of the show while still talking about Veterans Day, I figured we could play a rousing game of true or false, yes or BS, regarding Chuck Norris and Veterans Day. Also, we will discuss the satanic must-see movie list. Yep, Church of Satan has released a whole bunch of movies that you should see if you're a Satanist, if you're an aspiring servant of Beelzebub. What do they include? Here's a hint. There's a mouse whose name may or may not rhyme with Schmicky in one of them. We'll get to the satanic must-see movie list and the rousing game of fact or BS regarding Chuck Norris and Veterans Day in just a little bit. Right now, though, let's check in with super producer to the stars, Barry Funkhauser. You can tweet him, at FunkFM. Hey, Funkhauser, how are you? B, what's going on in the world?
You're talking about that scary mouse person, huh?
That's deeply unsettling what you just did there.
He haunts my dreams.
Oh, God. I know it's like an old, it's an old premise that's been trotted out a zillion times. But I saw that a Disney movie was on that list of the satanic must-see movies. And I was like, does it have to do with sort of like subjugation of those with mental disabilities? Because it's a whole argument. Well, like, Mickey's a mouse.
Well, what are you trying to say?
Mickey's a mouse, and his best friend is Goofy, who is, Mickey's a mouse. His best friend's Goofy. Isn't there some sort of Illuminati theory tying Mickey Mouse and Goofy and Pluto together? The bottom line is,
hey, we're not supposed to talk about that.
Goofy's a dog, yet he's Mickey's best friend, and he walks on 2 feet. Yet Pluto is also a dog, and he's Mickey's pet. What the hell is going on with that? Answer, I do not know. Maybe during the break we can dig up some Disney conspiracy theories to go with our satanic must-see movie list. Right now, though, Funkhauser, what's going on in the world?
Yes. Well, a woman celebrated her 100th birthday by skydiving.
Have you ever been skydiving?
Nope.
Would you ever?
I don't know. I don't really look forward to jumping out of things that are flying in the air, so probably not. What about you? Would you?
No. No, I don't have a fear of heights, but I'm not great with them. And at one stage, I thought I would do all this sort of like adrenaline junkie stuff, skydiving, bungee jumping, things of that nature. I like motorcycles growing up a lot. I've ridden a motorcycle through a barbed wire fence on numerous occasions, not on purpose, but just as a misguided teenage result of trying to jump one. And I always kind of figured, next level is bungee jumping and parachuting and things of that nature. Then I read an article about a bungee jumping instructor who died because he forgot to attach himself to the platform when he was demonstrating it for a bunch of onlookers. I was like, okay, terrific. If that guy can't be bothered to tether himself to the platform before he leaps off of it, I'm not putting my life in the hands of any people like that. And the same thing. It's just like, so few parachutes malfunction. Ooh, it's not 100%. If I could be guaranteed not hitting the ground and going splat doing either of those things, then I think I probably would, because it seems exciting. But yeah, no, just because of that teeny, you know what it is? It's the lack of control. I don't mind doing things that are a little dangerous when I'm the person in control, but things like airplanes, or come to think of it, jumping out of airplanes where you require somebody else to pack your parachute, and you've got an instructor or who you're counting on, and same with, but no, if it's out of my control, like if I die doing something foolhardy, I want it to be my fault, not someone else's. But everybody I know who's parachuted is like, oh, you got to do it. It's great. It gives you a new lease on life. Yeah, because you're aware you cheated death. So, no, not my thing. But yeah, pretty impressive stuff. 100-year-old woman celebrated her 100th birthday by skydiving. She didn't even need a parachute. I think she just glided to the ground on her excess arm skin. Go on.
Scientists have discovered a virus that's making us dumber.
Yeah, I heard about this. Best way to tell if you're infected? Go to your iTunes library and count the number of Taylor Swift songs. Go on. More medical news.
In the past 2 years, 869 American kids were hospitalized after eating detergent pods. You know what those things are?
Yeah. I could kind of see how it happens because, like, you know those
candy.
two-tone gummy candies? You know, like the two-tone gummy candies, like it's white on the bottom, and then, I don't know, usually it's like a gummy dolphin. You ever seen those where it's like half of it's white and then the half is the clear-ish gummy stuff on top? Looks an awful lot like a laundry detergent pod, or at least the ones I use. Anyways,
it tastes way different.
Yeah, it tastes way different. You know, why you'd finish it after taking a bite, I'm not sure. Anyways, it's prompted health officials to come to an important conclusion. American kids are dumb. Go on.
Bill Clinton was honored for his contribution to jazz.
Yeah. I think right as he was about to receive his award, the presenter stopped and said, "Oh, wait, typo."
That's wrong. That's gross.
Go on.
Half of Americans say they'd rather have good sleep than good sex.
Yeah. If you had to choose one or the other, Funkhauser.
Oh, sleep. I'm old.
Sad comment on the state of the red-blooded American male. I think it probably depends when you ask someone. If you ask someone sort of like 2 o'clock on a Saturday afternoon, I think the bound chicka wow wow is going to move to the front of the class. But if you ask someone on a Tuesday, that day in the middle of the week where the soul-destroying drudgery seems interminable, I think people would opt for the sleep. Like, I've had 2 nights in a row. Like, I can do one, but I've had 2 nights in a row of late nights and early starts. And it's like I feel like I'm hungover. Like, do you get that when you don't get enough? Like, you can kind of eat one day, but if you get multiple days on the trot of not enough sleep or not good nights of sleep, do you feel like do you feel like you're just coming out of some sort of like haze of partying and alcohol and ill-advised behavior? Do you get that? You feel hungover when you don't sleep enough?
What day is it? What time is it? Where am I? Yeah, all the time.
How am I going to get through today? But yeah, anyways, half of Americans now say that they'd rather have good sleep than good sex. Then there are the married women who I would imagine are experts at combining the two. More stuff about doing it, please, Funkhauser.
Well, a study came out that said 40% of people say they've broken something in their house during sex.
Mm-hmm. And in Larry King's case, that's something. Left hip. More stuff about doing it?
Sure.
All right.
The lead singer of Simply Red says he's had sex with over 1,000 women.
Or as 1,000 women put it, wait, that wasn't Carrot Top? I don't think everybody knows who Simply Red is the way I do, having grown up in England. About 2% of the audience got that joke. The other 98% alienated. But to the 2%, I am now a god.
Sometimes it's just so hard to be a good person. Yeah, buddy, rolling up in H-Town, always hot enough to do it with the top down. Cool breeze, palm trees, tonight it's all good in the 713. I live in 212, now live in 713. Well, here I am with the H-Town jam. Came to the city with a master plan. H-Town is my home wherever I'm at. My return to the land of the Astrodome. People Johnny. Treat you the same if you don't got money. Don't hardly ever gonna look at you funny. 8 days out of 10, it is always sunny. 7 to the 1, 1 to the 2. Come on, everybody, rep the city for me. 7 to the 1, 1 to the 3. Come on, everybody, rep the city for me. Whoa, 713, whoa, 713, whoa, 713. I live in 212, now live in 713, whoa, 713, whoa, 713, whoa, 713. I live in 212, now live in 713. Well, it's a punk ass kid from the 212. From New York City, so gritty, I'm steady coming at you. But I got that south in my mouth, I immigrated, I made it. And in the H I can shine, in NYC I was faded. New York to H-Town is a move I made. East Coast to Third Coast, and I'm glad I stayed. New York, that's where all my dues were paid. But now in H-Town, I got it made. 7 to the 1, 1 to the 2. Come on, everybody, rep the city for me. 7 to the 1, 1 to the 2. Come on, everybody, rep the city for me. Whoa, 713, whoa, 713, whoa, 713. I live in 212, now live in 713, whoa, 713, whoa, 713, whoa, 713. I live in 212, now live in 713, whoa. To the 1, 1 to the 3. Come on, everybody, rep the city for me. 7 to the 1, 1 to the 3. Come on, everybody, rep the city for me. Whoa, 713, whoa, 713, whoa, 713. I live in 212, now live in 713, whoa, 713, whoa, 713, whoa, 713. I live in 212, now live in 713, whoa, 713,
in September and in October 68. So in between that time, from the end of July, I'm searching for a singer, and I'm looking for Terry Reid. And if you hear any of the Terry Reid stuff, you'll know exactly what way I was sort of going. Unfortunately, by the time he was located, he'd already signed a solo deal, so he was sort of out of the equation. I went to see Robert, and I invited him to come to my house to go through material. And at the time, it was under the sort of cloak of invisibility almost of the New Yardbirds.
Keep listening to iHeartRadio for more Jimmy Page and all your favorite artists.
iHeartRadio goes one-on-one with Fitz in the Tantrums to find out what their success means to them.
Our entire experience of being together has been a dream come true. A lot of bands don't get this opportunity. So every day we sit in gratitude, because we could still be singing at the Hotel Cafe. You know what I mean? So we feel very fortunate. And we hope that we inspire other artists that are on the come up to do the same thing, to never say no, to work, to
not giving up.
Yeah, not getting out of line and just, holding it down for themselves and their love for their craft.
Keep listening to iHeartRadio for more Fitz in the Tantrums and all your favorite artists.
Go ahead, favorite the show and enjoy AD on the go. iHeartRadio presents AD.
I don't know why. It just makes me feel more significant when it says presents. iHeartRadio presents me. I'm ready to be presented now. Because I grew up in England and I'm sort of ashamed of achievement and things like that. You want to keep, things like that to yourself. Don't want to be braggadocious. Makes me a little itchy, but then I feel grateful. But then I feel like I'm a superficial person for feeling grateful. This is the war that gets waged in my head at all times. You think I'm just yammering. No. It's a battle against myself just to be here. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, today in the show, we're going to play a rousing game of fact or BS regarding Veterans